What up? Like and subscribe. Comment. This is Grandpa coming at you with another. This is about the Fab Five and their importance and their influence on the basketball landscape when they came out. So the Fab Five was five freshmen that were recruited to Michigan. You had Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen uh, Jalen Rose, Ray King, and Jimmy King. Jimmy King, was it Jimmy King and Ray Jackson? Yeah, Jimmy King and Ray Jackson. Those were the five. They came to Michigan in the year in '91 year. Um, at first, I think Weber was starting and Juwan Howard was starting, and I think Jalen Rose. Um, then, um, then midway through the year, Steve Fisher put all five of them in. Now um, that was not a major move, but that was a one of the first moves to put like all freshmen in the starting lineup because for one, you were knocking the senior classmen down the ladder. Eric Riley, who was a center, um, he was serviceable as a college basketball player. Then you had, I think, well, I know Rob Palinka was on the team. I'm trying to remember if he was like, but all of them had to fall back. And then, like, if you watch the documentary on the Fab Five from ESPN, um, they were all, I think Rob Palinka said that, like all of them had to take a step back and, understand what was going on. And so they go on a little magical run. They go on a magical run the first year. The second year they come back. Then they go to the Final Four. I think, not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, they go to the Final Four. Um, and then they lose the infamous timeout game. Weber leaves. Then Jalen Rose and Juwan Howard are left, and then and Ray King. I mean, Jimmy King and Ray Jackson were left. They go to at least the 6 week 16. I remember this one game when they played UNLV. Um, in particular, like Larry Johnson. Oh no, that was UNLV in Georgetown. My mistake. But Michigan played. I forgot who they played, but they got put out. But they didn't make too much noise, so they all graduate. Um, in Juwan Howard's and Jalen Rose's case, they all graduate. They graduate. Oh, and Jimmy King and Ray Jackson. They graduate, and Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard get drafted. Uh, Weber was drafted previously. Now, their effect on college basketball was this: they were brash. They got away with a lot of things that weren't condoned back then. They had the baggy shorts. They had the black socks. And they whole too was it was a lot of coverage on them. Um, but in the end, they didn't win anything. Now they're praised now. They're praised or are they more, or is it more they're recognized for their impact on college basketball, which was significant. But at the end, none of them won anything, and it was college. It was freshman classes that came, I think, before them, um, or maybe after them, where they may have done something. But I'm getting off track. But the point I'm trying to make is that they're recognized nowadays, but did they win? They didn't win anything. And when they went to their way the pro career went, the only one that won was Juwan Howard, and Juwan Howard was the most solid of all the three as far as being on the same, you know, level. He was a lot. I think he was a little stronger mentally because of just his background. You know, I love Chris Webber. Chris Webber, you know, Chris Webber was my man back in the day. He was he was a great player in the league. Unfortunately, he didn't win anything. That knee injury at the end of his career really reduced his mobility and his hops. So, you know, went on into the pros. I think Juwan Howard won 2 with the Miami Heat. And he was on those championship teams with the Heat back in 2010, 2011. When they went back to back. Not 20. Oops, I'm sorry. 2012, 2013. Yeah. So that's just my quick thoughts on the Fab Five. I know I might have missed something. If anybody hit me in the comments, this might not be my last one on the Fab Five because I really like that team, but this is just coming straight off the dome. So peace out.